Welcome to episode 13 of Let's Play Civilization III, the Colonization map. Alright, as you remember from our last video, we have rid our nation of those German invaders. Now, we are building up our troops just in case they decide to return, and for another special purpose that you might remember me talking about from my last video. Well, anyway, while that goes on, our colonies down there on New Babylon more or less are operating as if they were an independent country because of their distance from the rest of the empire. They are more focused on expansion, whereas my main empire is more focused on fighting this war. England and Germany have signed a trade embargo against us. That's not good. But, to be quite honest, I don't really care too much. I'm not too threatened by England. They're not too big and they're way over there. Plus, if they want to start something, we have the French on our side, and they're a lot closer than we are. Well, another palace expansion. We've been getting a lot of them recently, and of course, you'll never hear me complaining about that. Yes, our very Middle Eastern palace in a country that's mostly jungle. Alright, so we have 2 new settlers here in the New World. They will be moved out to form new cities. Yes, there's already 1 Chinese city on our new continent, but if we can get most of the continent under our name, it's a step in the door to having the whole continent. I mean, I'm pretty sure that war with China is inevitable, but it's probably going to be in the very, very distant future. And ladies and gentlemen, did you see what I see? The Greeks have now reached the industrial ages. That should definitely be a warning sign for us, because in order to if we want to attack them, we want to do it before they develop riflemen. We might already be too late. Because if you try attacking riflemen with knights, that's not good. It's not good at all. You're most likely going to lose 3 knights for every rifleman that you kill. But we're going to wait just a little bit because we don't have enough knights to pull off any kind of attack right now. Besides, we have to remain in good position for the Germans, because even though I'm pretty sure the invasion is done, I'm not completely sure. And what's this? Well, our caravel that was exploring under there has been destroyed. Alright, looks like we only have 1 more technology to research before we get to the modern era. Which is pretty good, because we are pretty behind all these other countries. Well, not all the other countries, but behind some of our main competitors. Alright. Nope, you can't build a bank. Every single city must continue building knights. Alright. We have a lot of money coming into our empire, so I'm going to spend a lot of it to rush these knights as quickly as I can. I think it's a very important thing to do that. Alright, what do we have here? Yep, more rushing knights. Yeah, we have a few knights, but I'm not comfortable with that many for an attack. We need more. Alright, we'll have him build. Looks like we've found another barbarian encampment. We'll just go around it because I've pretty much chosen the spot I want to settle my new city. Right up against the Chinese there. Yeah, the Chinese might be our allies now, but remember, in the end, your empire stands alone. And most likely, or more likely than not, we're probably going to have to fight everyone at some point in this game. But that's going to be a very, very long time for now. Alright. I want you to come down here because that's where I want my new city. Yes, I'm constantly changing my mind on where I want to place these new cities, but at least it's better to do that than to put them in crappy places and not get the best value from your terrain. Oh, looks like the Chinese are sending out their own settlers. Really, maybe Spanish. I really hate how they're almost exactly the same country or color. Well, they're certainly not the same country at all, but they're a very similar color on this map. Alright. Yeah, I've probably mentioned this before, but in this scenario, the barbarian strength is turned up to the point where they are just as strong as any civilization's army. So, basically, when you're fighting the barbarians, it's almost as if you're fighting an undeclared war because they're so strong. Yes, I figured that settling your colonies would be just way too easy if the barbarians were complete pushovers like they are in the normal Civilization III. By making them tough, it makes colonization a challenge, and challenge is an important part of this map. Well, I just did a brief survey of German territory, and it looks like the territory has not changed. But that can be expected. I mean, the war has just started, and the troops of these other countries have not yet made it to Germany, probably. Or if they have, they haven't worn down the defenses enough to capture any cities. The hope is that eventually they will, but it's quite possible they'll make a peace treaty with them before that happens. But yeah, we're going to do what we can to avoid that. Alright. Yeah, I know you want to build a library to be all cultured and stuff, but we really need more settlement. Yeah, it might look pretty primitive and spaced out now, but eventually those cities are going to be our future, essentially. Alright, I want to build another knight from that island there. And with Assure, I'm going to make an exception to the city building knights because it does it so slowly. I might as well have it build a marketplace instead. Therefore, it will get income for our empire. Not a bad choice. But yep, bringing our knights there. And if I'm going to attack the Greeks, I'm not going to wait any longer. In our very next turn, after this, I think I will either make the decision to attack or to hang tight. Yes, it does not pay to dawdle in this game, because we either need to take Kenosis in one fell swoop, or we're going to be in for a world of hurt. I can guarantee you that. Alright, move yourselves right there and you'll be able to make a city before those Chinese get their spot. They'll just have to settle somewhere else. Alright, you can come down here, because I want to settle a city right at the end here. It's going to be a fishing town, as you can see by those fish. Yeah, and you can come back up. Alright, everyone's moving along here. Good, good, good. Alright, now those Chinese, they have a lot of boats. Yeah, as much as we want to fight this war, we really have to... Oh, come on, what's going on? The Germans are sending their longbowmen after me now? Alright, I think I have a theory about that. I think the knights and the longbowmen both left Germany at the same time, but the knights got there a lot faster and started the war, but the longbowmen kept coming because they were already too far to turn back and support the other German war efforts. So we're faced with a bit of a conundrum now, but it's all part of the game. So I suppose that's all for next time. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time for some more fighting, more settling, more fun. So long, everyone.